so hard, I've never seen him smile. I could have told you then, you heard it all before. But now you're in suspense, you have to wait for more. In all those mysteries, you're taken by surprise. You never thought to see that look was in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. I was the only one who chanced it from the start. That was an evil sense I swallowed to my heart. And as I took the vow, it thought it come to mind. That was a winter mist, I did not look behind. In all those mysteries, you're taken by surprise. You never thought to see that look was in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. In all those mysteries, you're taken by surprise. You never thought to see that look was in his eyes. It's in his eyes. It's in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. There's a man with no life in his eyes. No life in his eyes.
All right, greetings, all you groovy ghoulies. How you folks doing? That's right. Once again, here we are, our second week here at Near Dark. Hope you folks are doing great and having some fun on this Friday, the 14th. That's right. And I got my old Jason mask here at the moment, and I'm dressed up as Ash from the Evil Dead, and Mr. Skelly is Medieval Dead right over here. I brought my Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon, Ex Mortus. Ah, Jezebel, nice to see you here too. So we're going to be starting with the trivia in just a moment. I'm going to see if any more people show up, and then we're going to begin. We'll go for like the Lucky 13, by the way. So I think about next week, maybe we'll start like one of our trivia with some prizes. But this week, I'm going to give you guys the rules, right? Evil twin, good, bad. I'm the guy with the gun. All right, so I don't have a gun. But you know what I do have? Let's see if Ash can actually start this groovy thing. You know, sometimes it gets in the way, but you know, it's been a while since I actually activated this, so it may not work. I can still club people with this, right? Let's go for the list. I was gonna try actually do this DJ with this, but I figured my hand might get in the way. So I'll just keep my evil hand before I do a farewell of arms. Let's see, still have 12 viewers, so we're still waiting for one more person. You folks drinking anything today? No, the boomstick's downstairs. Unfortunately. It's not done. That's what happened. The boomstick's not done. But I do have a new costume piece that I've been waiting to actually put together. Now, I've done this before, but this time, I think it's going to pop. It's going to be one of my favorite horror characters. I've dressed up as this character before, not giving any hints, except that. But this time, I think it's going to be absolutely fabulous. We'll see how that goes. 12 viewers still. Am I seeing 12? Oh, no. You know what? I think we can actually start this. Shall we start this right now? Some trivia for you folks. We can start something easy. I got, a list. See if we can do this. All right, folks. All you creepy ghoulies. You guys ready? I'm going to see if I can write down some of you people. Because remember, to keep track of your points, right? And, oh, yeah, Jess is here too. So I'm going to try to keep track of it as well. But keep track of your points. Remember, don't use your computer. Don't use your phone to figure out the answers. Sure, you can do it. There's no way to police it. But you know deep inside that you cheated. And you know what happens when you cheat? You go to hell. Even if you do win. But yes, next week we'll do trivia and we'll have some prizes I'll be giving away. So that would be kind of cool. And we'll start off with their first quiz. We're going to do this while I'm wearing contacts. So I'm not used to this anymore. I think I chose poorly to wear contacts. But let's do this. Here we go. What does video nasty mean? What does video nasty mean? I'll give you folks, couple minutes to think about it. This one's going to be really easy, so have fun. You know what it is. All right, folks, I think I give you guys enough time. And I believe, let's see, I think it's heavy THA. I'm sorry if I'm mangling your name, but you basically got that. Yes, a video nasty is a colloquial term, in the UK to refer to a number of films, typically of low budget and exploitational. It is usually distributed on a video cassette. That's John. But yes, Heavy, You actually get the first answer correctly. I'm marking you down. So, congratulations. That's right. See, that is the first trivia question. I thought it'd be a little easy for you folks. Give you some more time to think about grabbing yourself some drinks, because I'm going to. So give me just a moment. I swear the channel should be brought to you by Johnny Walker Black. Yeah, Ethan, games. I think you're correct. I probably could have gotten away with drinking it out of the bottle. But this way I'm actually keeping track of how much I'm drinking instead of drinking out of the bottle. And usually when that happens, I drink like half the bottle and I'm laying on the floor and people are like, what happened to you? All right, folks, you guys ready for the next trivia question? That's right. Interesting enough, this involves Freddy Krueger. What was Freddy Krueger's serial killer nickname before he died? Once again, what was Freddy Krueger's serial killer nickname before he died? This is all the first Nightmare on Elm Street, by the way. folks. Time is running out. Once again, the question is, what was Freddy Krueger's serial killer nickname before he died? Take care, Marky. Nice to see you come out just for even a moment. All right, let's go ahead and answer that one right there. Freddy Krueger's original name was the Springwood Slasher. That was before he died.
Strange when you're a stranger, faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange. When you're strange. People are strange. A stranger, faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, you're strange. Yeah. Strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
All right, folks, groovy. That's right. That is the Necronomicon that came with the DVD, because I actually got the two sets, the first one and the second one, 1 and 2, and they both come in the little booklets. But here's the thing. I got it off of eBay because they already sold out a long time ago. And the latex starts to get old and brittle and falls off the foam. So that one, actually, all of it was gone. It was just cardboard. I ended up actually designing the Necronomicon face. Today, I glued. This is all glue, hot glue, and then I actually E6000 all this leather on here. Just at the last minute, I was trying to get this done. I also kind of wanted to have this prop anyways. I might actually get the big one, but that too has a latex cover. I'm not down with that. I might have to do the exact same thing. Oh, Zandali, nice to see you. All right. So far we have one person who's got 1 point, and they answered what was the video nasty. They got that correctly. So that is pretty damn awesome. So we're going to go on to the next song here before going to the trivia. First off, this next song belongs to a movie, right, that was set in the 80s, and it's about, satanic spirituality. Basically involved Satanism and heavy metal. Now, this is interesting because, first off, that song was requested, and I already had it loaded up as to play it, and someone requested that. So you're going to get this song, and it just happens to be coming up. But here's the thing. The person who actually starred as Sammy Kerr, he was a solid gold dancer, right? So he had all these moves, but they originally wanted Blackie Lawless from Wasp, but I think he was not available, but they still kind of took his look, which is kind of interesting. So, he had the big hair and the metal spikes and stuff like that. So Sammy Kerr kind of looks like Blackie Lawless from Wasp, but it's not Blackie. Blackie will later actually be in horror movies like The Dungeon Master, and I think one of his songs was in The Ghoulies. But let's go ahead and start up with the next question, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Well, what would he ask you? Oh, yes. Here we go. What type of plant was inside the locket from Rosemary's Baby? What type of plant was inside the locket in the movie Rosemary's Baby? right. Once again, all you groovy ghoulies. So, Big Fortuna, in for the win. That is right. Tannis root is inside the locket. Why is there Tannis root? Yes, that was from Rosemary's Baby. So far, it looks like we got one win for Heavy Da and one win for Big Fortuna. All right, since we're keeping this rolling, I'll give you guys your next trivia question. This one's very interesting. I only just learned this. So here we go. Netflix once accidentally placed what horror movie in its LGBTQ section? Once again, Netflix accidentally one time placed this horror film in the LGBTQ section. What movie was it? Damn, girl, you didn't even give me a chance. Jezebel comes in with her first win. That's right, it is the Babadook. You know, I always kind of wonder why there was always a rainbows in Babadook. I never got it. And just doing a research, I found that out 2 days ago. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, all you groovy ghoulies, that is right. Let's go ahead and go with the next question, which is, what is the name of the demon in The Exorcist? You folks might actually get this because I think I actually asked this question last week, but I don't remember. Looks like the Heathen Games gets their first one. That is right. Just swooped in. That's okay, that was kind of a throwaway because I wasn't too sure if I answered that or asked that question last week. But now I know. All right. Did someone say all I need is a chainsaw on my arm? That is totally groovy. That's right. How's it going, Midnight Creature 77? You folks ready for your next question? First off, Midnight Creature. All right, folks, let's go ahead and ask the next question. Or let me ask you the next question. What famous movie tagline is, "Do you know anything about witches?" Once again, what famous movie tagline is, "Do you know anything about witches?" How are you guys doing? You folks give up on that one? Might be a little bit harder. But once again, it's a famous movie, and its tagline is, "Do you know anything about witches?" That's right. Jazz is coming in with The Craft. Unfortunately, the answer is incorrect. It is not The Craft. But that is a good guess. That is a good guess. So start thinking about your witches, your witch movies. And it may not actually be the movie you think it is. You just got to delve deeper into your horror movie knowledge. Horror movie knowledge. What is it? What could it be? And no, it's not Halloween 6. I'll give you folks 2 more minutes. I can't give you the year because you'll guess it, but I can give you the decade. It's from the 70s. Blair Witch and Lord of Salem are incorrect. Jess, I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Unfortunately, that is not. I love Halloween 3. Damn, the Heathen Games, what is that? Satan's School for Girls? You just pulled that out of your gutter. That is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, that also is not the correct answer. All right, folks. I think it's time to go ahead and give you guys the answer. And it's from the 70s. The answer is Suspiria, believe it or not. You know, I want to see the remake, and I don't. I'm really really harsh on remakes. Unless you're John Carpenter or David Cronenberg. I'm gonna see it. I have to. But I'm not looking forward to it. right, folks. Yeah, it is Suspiria. And you probably don't even think Suspiria actually being a witch movie, because it's just like, it seems like, you know, because Argento is a lot of giallo. It's a lot of like thriller, murder mystery-esque. You know, serial killer with leather gloves. So Suspiria and his Three Mothers trilogy is kind of his outlier, you know. And I love Suspiria. It's probably one of my favorites. It's in my top 5 horror films. Alright, so, yes, Dawn of the Dead actually is a pretty damn good remake. I was surprised. I was not looking forward to it. I saw it on day one, and I actually enjoyed it for what it was. I thought the very beginning was probably the best. The first 15 minutes, fantastic. And then, you know, near the end, you know what? And you know what? My favorite character was that security guard dude. I mean, who knew? He was my favorite. And then the gun shop owner. And then Vin Rames, because he's just badass. That's right, the Necronomicon is in the back. I was just explaining to other people that it is my DVD prop that I had to redo since the original phone fell off. All right, just going to give you a musical question here. So this next question involves a song. I'm going to play it just for a little bit. You can tell me what movie this is from. This might be a gimme to a lot of you, especially to certain type of horror fans who know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you can guess this, you win that point. First person.
Come into these arms again and lay your body down. The rhythm of this trembling heart is beating like a drum. It beats for you, it bleeds for you, it knows not how.
All right, Sandily, I knew you were going to be the first one to get that. It is correct. This is Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's Annie Lennox. And I believe next week we're doing our vampire-themed night. Okay? So we're going to do a lot more vampire-themed horror movies with music. I'm going to have more clips. And we will actually have a cosplay, too. We're going to have a Zoom channel up. So if you want to dress up as your favorite vampire for next week, and let's try to figure out what time we want to do it. If we want to do it like a little bit later, you tell me, folks. You let me know now what time you want to do that. Because right now we start at 4 p.m., but we can start a little bit later for some of you, because I know some of you are still at work. I know one of the people who actually asked me, she dresses up as Star. So I know she's going to take a little bit longer to get here, but if she doesn't show up, that's her own fault. You know what I'm saying? Early vamp gets the neck. Oh, no. We're still probably going to start like around, I don't know, 7 p.m.? That way it's not too late for everybody in Europe, hopefully, and it's not conflicting with the people here in Southern California. All right, I'm going to give you guys another audio cue. You figure out what is the name of this movie. Can you tell me from this song? Sandy Lee has 1 point. All right. The win goes to Big Fortuna. It is Alien, the first film. That is right. So, Big Fortuna, looks like you take the lead with your second point. I'm going to give you guys another audio cue. This is going to be another song. You figure out the name of this movie that's coming up next. Once again, Big Fortuna has 2 points. Hebitha, Jezebel, Vandali, and I'm going to pronounce your, because I've wrote it down really quick. Is it Heavy Games? You all have 1 point right now. So you're just close enough. Big Fortuna is in the lead by 1 point. So we're going to go ahead and go up with the next audio cue. Heathen! Sorry. I wrote it down, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. So sorry about that. Right now, I'm wearing contacts, and unfortunately, my contacts don't allow me to see close. I actually can see close normally, but when I put on the other eyes, the Lich's eyes, I can see further away, but my close-up vision is shot to hell, so... Of course, drinking this, I'm going to be also shot to hell. So, cheers! Here's a shot to all of you lovely ghoulies. All right, here we go with the next question. Once more, an audio cue. You tell me, what's the name of this movie? The first person who answers it gets the win. All right. Now, this is a trick question because this theme was actually used in 2 movies. So we're going to give 2 people a win. So the first person who get that, yes, it is the Reanimator. Now, the second person who, let me check to see, who got that first? Big Fortuna. Big Fortuna, looks like you got that once again. Let me see. Let me check. I think Big Fortuna actually got that one as well. So the second film is Psycho. So they actually took that theme from Psycho, but it also was in the Reanimator. So 1 point for each of you. So the one who said the Reanimator. Let me see who that was again. I think it was. Let me look. Okay, Big Fortuna, you said Psycho. And Marky Desaad said Reanimatro. But I know what you're saying, Reanimator. So I'm not gonna fault you for points for spelling. So you both get that. 1 point for each of you. I'm gonna write that down too. Marky got 1. Big Fortuna has 3. Folks, you better start catching up because this person is like kicking your butt. That's right. Now, speaking of partying, I once again feel like I'm getting like a little day drunk. So, and I really do think that this should be brought to you by Johnny Walker Black. I didn't drink last time because I drank the night before, but I didn't do last night. I normally do an industrial night, and I just like took the night off because I wanted to prepare for this one. And so three days a week I'm streaming. Plus I'm doing my extra work. I needed to take a breather from drinking. So today, because it's near dark, it's getting a little bit darker. I am now drinking, and I'm getting a little day drunk, so this is kind of cool. But so, cheers to all of you, whether you're drinking alcohol, soda, water, juice. I love you all, and thank you for coming out. And we're going to go up to the next question after I take a sip. Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the next question, which is, it's not an audio cue. So here we go. In the 1987 film, The Lost Boys, how come Max passes all of the vampire tests? Once again, in the 1987 film, The Lost Boys, why does Max pass all the vampire tests? You think about it. I'll give you some time to think. I'm going to go party right now. All right, looks like we got a quick answer there. That is right. He was invited. I know, like some people, like they chimed in. It was just Gendy won. Yes, Michael invited him in. And what Max says is, "Don't ever invite a vampire into your house, you silly boy. It renders you powerless." And that is what happened. That is why Max, the head vampire, spoilers, is able to get away with all the vampiric tests. Wow, that's basically canon in vampire lore now. So shall we do another question? We'll keep it going. Hey, why don't we do another vampire question? Just to tease you folks. Next week, I think we're going to do our vampire theme night. And we might actually do it at a later time. Zandalee, what do you think? Because I know she's also on the Pacific Coast. Do you want to do a little bit later? You going to dress up? Because I know you want to dress up. And we will be having a Zoom. So all of us can get dressed up. You can see all of us in costume. You can talk to the other people. And we'll still do the quizzes. Hey, we might even go a little bit longer than normal. And so next week is a vampire week. The week after is going to be a slasher themed. I'm telling you, it is a slasher themed night. So it's going to be all slasher theme questions, and you're just going to be slasher theme music. I'm even going to dress up as one of my favorite slashers. You'll see. I got this special costume going on, so hopefully you folks can get it. Love it. So let's go to the next question. It's kind of a part two. Okay. In 1985's Fright Night, how did Jerry Dandridge pass the vampire test? In 1985's Fright Night, how did Jerry Dandridge pass the vampire test? We already know how Max did in Lost Boys, but how did Jerry Dandridge pass the test? Zandali, how about 7 p.m. Pacific Spooky Time? We'll start at 7 p.m.
The last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother. Blue masquerade, strangers look on. When will they learn this loneliness? Temptation heat beats like a drum deep in your veins. I'll live nine lives, little sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother.
All right, folks. That's right. So what we're going to do is 6 p.m. Pacific Spooky Time. We are going to start our Near Dark, because actually it's going to be Near Dark for us in LA 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 Land. So we are going to be starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Spooky Time next week for our vampire themed. We're also going to have a Zoom. So yes, it's going to be free. The Zoom's going to be free. So why would we charge for the Zoom? But definitely, folks, come out. We're dress up because you can cosplay and the whole thing. And you can see other people doing their vampire stuff, which I think will be fun. It'll be fantastic. Let's see. Did anybody actually get the answer so far? Once again, I'll ask the question so you know. In 1985's Fright Night, how did Jerry Dandridge pass the vampire test? How did Jerry Dandridge pass the vampire test? Don't tease me about blood. I love your answers. Fantastic. Midnight Creature 77. It is actually pretty easy to do Zoom. I don't know if you even have to download this software. You just get the link and then it'll ask you and then it'll load it up, and like the person who's gonna be running it will be the one who's gonna be like, hopefully it's Anessa, because she's already got an account on Zoom. So we don't even have to like worry about it like closing in, because Zoom gives you like about an hour's worth before it shuts down, which is weird, but I know, you gotta make money. But she pays for it, so if she's like gonna do her own Zoom, then the rest of us, we can just like log in, and then everybody can discuss things and talk, and have some fun, drink the blood of life. So that's right. Next week, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Spooky Time, we're doing our vampiric themed Near Dark. And so let me go to the answer of this. Now, it's kind of a trick question because Jerry Dandridge didn't pass the vampire test. Why? Because Peter Vincent, vampire killer, he just did an act. So the holy water was just plain water. The crucifix, if you can remember, because Jerry Dandridge was, born again, didn't like crucifix. So basically, Jerry Dandridge passed the vampiric test, but not really, because when Peter Vincent dropped his personal mirror and it shattered and he picked it up and he cast no reflection. So once again, that was a trick question. No, Jerry Dandridge did not pass the vampiric test. He lied. Oh, holy cow, it's getting actually harder for me to actually read the tests because the contacts. I'll have to do that next time. I have to make the fonts bigger for myself. That's what happens when you're 5,000 years old. I'm going to save one question for next week. But here's one. What causes the people to turn into zombies in the 1986 film Night of the Creeps? Once again, what causes the people to turn into zombies in the 1986 film Night of the Creeps? All right. First off, let me just go ahead and say, Jezebel, I was going to, but I actually don't have any of the music from Night of the Creeps. I know. Bad horror guy. This is Phantasm. This is the theme for the movie Phantasm. And by the way, I actually met most of the people. I met the director. I met both Jodie, the actor who played Jodie, as well as oh man, I am Reggie. So Reggie is actually a person that you'll meet and see whenever you go to horror conventions. He's always there. He even has his own band. He's such a nice guy. Take photos, get signatures from him. But I met Angus like several times. One of them was at Comic-Con, and one of them was once at Comic-Con, once at a horror convention, and then once at the New Art, because John Dies at the End was premiering there, and Angus was there, and what a lovely freaking man. Ah, man, I love him, and, rest in peace. Such a nice gentleman. I met Angus, and, let me just tell. I mean, I saw him at Fangoria, and one of the things that just really blew me away was that he read the poem of The Raven, right? And he did it without like reading any script. He just verbatim, just every line, every word, he was just on the mic and he just read it. And it was just intense, so fabulous and creepy. And it's just like freaking fantastic. And it's so sad to see all these actors go. And I know, some of them are pretty old, but it's just like, these people are like a part of you, right? Whether it's a musician or an actor or an artist or just a friend or family, it's hard to see people go. And I just consider a lot of these people kind of like family. So love their work. And it's just fantastic. I don't even know what to say, but absolutely recited. Thank you. So the answer to the question is alien brain parasite. The question was, what causes the people to turn into zombies in the 1986 film Night of the Creeps? And I believe it was it Space Trip 6 who got this? I'm looking. Yeah, Space Trip 6. You did get the answer. So that point goes to you. I'm going to actually see how many points you have. Or was this your first one? Is that your first one? Because I'm looking. I'm putting your name down for this. Right on. Give me a second and I'll get you guys your next question. All right, folks, here we go with the next question. Trivia question. That is right. This one is an Evil Dead question. So I know some of you guys are like fanatical about Evil Dead. So hopefully you can actually figure this one out. But, you know, I'm going to actually play a video. So maybe you can, you can look at the video, but it's just to give you guys, like, get you guys in, I don't know, the mood for Evil Dead.
You know your shoelace is untied. All right. Who wants some? Who's next? Huh? How about it? Who wants some? Huh? Who wants to have a little? You. You want some more? Huh? You want a little? Do you? You want some more? Huh? Huh? Now get on those horses and get out of here. Let him go!
Halt! Thank you, generous hosts! Sword boy! For that arrogance, I shall see you dead.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barreled Remington. S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right, this sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right, shop smart. Shop S-Mart. You got that? Now I swear, the next one of you primates even touches me. Yeah!
I love that book. I love that book. I love that movie. I was actually reading someone else who wrote, he wrote a book. But no, I love that clip right there. You got that? All right. So the question here, which is, it is Evil Dead inspired. The question is, Sam Raimi's 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88 was in all of his Evil Dead films. It was in Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. And that was Ash's car. But what other films was it in, and who were their owners? Now you have to answer both. You have to answer what film it is and who the owner it is, but there are multiple answers. So multiple people can get this. So tell me what the film was and who the owners of the car in that film. Once again, it is Sam Raimi's 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88. Name the films and the actors who owned that car in the film. Here's a hint, not all of them are horror. Zandili, you are correct. Spider-Man, Uncle Ben. 1 point for you. There are more. Big Fortuna, you are also correct. Darkman. Well, technically it's a half a point because Darkman didn't actually own the car, but it was in Darkman. He almost got hit by that Delta 88. All right, folks, you have 1 minute. Sam Raimi's 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88 was in all the Evil Dead films as Ash's car, but what other films and who were their owners? One of them was definitely a horror film and no one's have actually mentioned yet. That film took place in 2009. I need the owner and the name of the movie. All right. Looks like time is up. So the other movies is Annie's car in the movie The Gift, which is in 2000, and Mrs. Ganoush's car in Drag Me to Hell, 2009. So, Zandili, you get 1 point, and that's for, it is Uncle Ben's car in Spider-Man. And Big Fortuna, you get half a point because it is in Darkman, But that's not his car. He almost gets hit by it, though.
In darkness you will find me. I dance among the dead. But very soon I'll need to hunt the scent of blood instead. Rising from your earth bed, it thickens in the air. A smell gone sweetly rancid. I know that you are near. Tonight we'll make love till we die. Tonight we'll make love till we die. I know you think I'm nasty, but I am no common girl. I once slept with the devil, it was really no big thrill. The passion of the killers who lie awake for me to show me my own meaning of death and ecstasy. Tonight we'll make love till we die. Tonight we'll make love till we die. Tonight we'll make love till we I want you to seduce me with your terror in the cold. Make love and let me bleed to death before I get too old. I am not your enemy and surely not your friend, but share with me your morbid love. We are the living dead. Tonight we'll make love till we die. 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 Tonight we'll make love till we
All right, folks, you guys ready for your next question? That is right. We're switching to a different part of genre in the horror film. And no, it's not Return of the Living Dead, although that is a pretty good song. The question is, what is Jason's kill count in all movies, including the remake? It's multiple choice. A, 163, B, 190, C, 347, or D, 101. Once again, what is Jason's kill count in all movies, including the remake, for Friday the 13th? You know, all of them. The answers, multiple choice. A, 163, B, 190, C, 347, or D, 101. Give you guys some time to think about it.
Upon what his grace has brought unto me.
What is that?
I found this today. There were other parts of the body,
That's an eyeball!
but he said to me he wanted me to have this. Yes, he wanted me to warn you. Look upon this omen and go back from whence ye came. I have warned thee. I have warned thee.
All right, folks. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Once again, the question is, what is Jason's kill count in all movies, including the remake? The answer is A, 163. Because a couple of those, like in the first film, was all done by his mother. And in the fifth film was done by an imposter. An imposter. And we don't count the accidents. Just all by Jason's hand. So the answer is 163. So that goes to Zandali. You actually win that one. Once again, congratulations. That's right. Kicking butt there, I see. All right, folks, in the film The Shining, Jack warns Danny to avoid what room? And bonus question, and what was the novel's number? Bonus question, so an extra point. But in the movie, in The Shining, Jack warns Danny to avoid what room number? And give me the bonus question. But anybody else, what was the novel's number? They're two different numbers. All right, the answer for the question. Jack warns Danny to avoid what room in the film The Shining? In the film The Shining, the answer is 237. Now the bonus question is, what was the novel's number? The answer is 217. So Jezebel, Bowie, you get a point, and Big Fortuna, you also get a point. You see, Kubrick was asked not to depict 217 figure in the book, in The Shining, because the future guests at the lodge might be afraid to stay there. So the hotel people, this is what supposedly happened. The hotel people told them, can you change the number? So a non-existent room number was created, room 237, which was substituted in the film. But the actual number was 217 in the novel. So both you two, you get 1 point each. Ready to keep this going, that's right. Our next question is, in Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, whose skin does Christy wear? Once again, Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, whose skin does Christy wear? Oh, yes! Jezebel, you actually got in just quickly before Big Fortuna. The answer is Julia. He wears Julia's skin. She wears it to distract Dr. Chenard, giving Tiffany enough time to solve the lament configuration. And that was in Hellraiser 2. Here's another quick question. We're going to try to go through these because we have 14 minutes left. What TV anthology featured stories of horror and the macabre with host Rod Serling? Once again, the question is, what TV anthology features stories of horror and macabre with host Rod Serling? Nescurio, you came in really quick. The answer is Night Gallery. I think that's your first point right there. See, Serling appeared in an art gallery setting as the curator. That's right. And he introduced the macabre tales that made up each episode by unveiling paintings by an artist named Thomas J. Wright. And it depicted like each story. So, yes, once again, the movie is, or the answer is Night Gallery. Actually, I would love to see a movie, but you don't have Rod Serling. It's kind of like having a Twilight Zone without him as well. I mean, you might have something. It's kind of cool and interesting, but is it Night Gallery or is it Twilight Zone without him, hearing his voice? I think not. I think having him absent actually changes the feel of whatever you're watching, right? That's what I think, at least. Okay, we're going to go up to the next question. And the question is, in Night of the Comet, Night of the Comet, what Cyndi Lauper song is played while they are at the mall? Once again, Night of the Comet, what Cyndi Lauper song is played while they're at the mall? All right. Once again, second answer in a row. Nescurio? Is that how you... hopefully I'm not pronouncing your name, like mangling it. I feel like I am, but you're right. The song is Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Because, what do you do at a mall? Like, during an apocalypse, you raid it, and you start putting on clothes and makeup, and you're having fun with your Mac 10s.
The phone rings in the middle
Sorry about that. Actually, the music should be playing, but like I said, I was having technical difficulties earlier, and my computer's not like connecting with my my controller at the moment. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know what happened. Sorry for the dead silence. I'm like, it sounds weird. It's actually playing on my end, but I kind of figured it wasn't for you folks. I understand, because I've been DJing for about 20 years. You couldn't tell at the moment. But I also used to DJ strip clubs besides rock clubs. 20 years at a strip club. Now, one of the clubs here in LA that I used to DJ with, and I actually told this story before. It's a place called the Seventh Veil, which is where Motley Crue actually filmed one of their videos, Girls, Girls, Girls. And it's actually mentioned in the song, Raising Hell in the Seventh Veil. And I would play that song at the strip club, and the owners didn't even know about this, because it was previous owners knew about it. But since then it was changed hands. They're like, oh, the song mentions our club. I'm like, yeah, you got Motley Crue kind of filmed here, and they talk about this club, and they talk about a whole bunch of other clubs. And next thing I know, they're like, can you do us a favor? Like, whenever you do like a special, can you play this song? Now, this was back in 2003. So fast forward to I had left that place, but then I came back around 2015 or something like that. And they're like, all right, yeah, we're going to hire you and stuff like that as a DJ. I'm like, cool. And they're like, oh, by the way, just so you know, so whenever you do a special, you have to play this song. It's called Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. I'm like, fuck. I am sorry. They're like, what? I'm like, I'm the one who actually told the people that in the first place, the whole reason about this song. And then all the dancers gave me the dirtiest look, because it was the song that got played over and over and over. And they all blamed me. I mean, it's my fault. But then every time I'm just I'm getting ready and I'm like, fuck, I have to do another special. And that damn song, Girls, Girls, Girls. And they all turn to look at me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. But since we're going in that genre, let me go ahead and ask you guys another question. What VH box cover shows one of the title bad guys popping out of the toilet? Once again, what VH box cover shows one of the title bad guys popping out of the toilet? That's I just gave you guys folks a hint right there, and I'm going to play the song. This is from the sequel. The band's called Wasp. Damn, you folks are on it. Zandali, you got it first. It is Ghoulies.
Come on in, no, this ain't no dream. No, better hold on tight. Things ain't what they seem, no. Don't be afraid if your heart's burning, ready to go. When I love it, when I stay in style, from your head down to your scream until you like it, never gonna stop.
Oh hell, I love Wasp. I'm a gothy person. I have like a gothy event on here on Twitch, which starts at 8 p.m. Pacific spooky time. Once again, it's called Burial Shroud, and it's goth, death rock, post-punk. Absolutely, that is like one of my genres that I will love to my death. But the other one is metal, and I did have a metal show here, but metal is like kind of like, it's weird because like some people like it, but a lot of people are just like, ugh. So it's hard to actually keep people interested. But that it is what it is. And yeah, metal and goth are going to be my two favorite music genres, not counting horror and fantasy soundtracks, because that's all about me too. By the way, I want to say a shout out to Christopher Probert, who came in. I saw you right there. And yeah, I also DJ'd at Star Garden, which was another, it was a topless strip club, and it was a rocker strip club. And like the night I actually DJ'd was a Wednesday night, which was punk rock Wednesdays, and I just played punk rock for all the death rock and punk girls there, and it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. There's nothing wrong with metal. It's just that people don't show up, and it's hard to keep a channel going if no one's showing up. Like 5 good solid people are there, and it's just like it's just difficult playing like many hours. I'm like, well, maybe people aren't interested, and people kept telling me, yeah, play industrial, play more industrial, and we'll have an industrial night, and we'll be there. So yeah. But nothing wrong with metal, because I fucking love metal. I love all types of metal. So, I'll play the sleaze, hair metal, but I'm also into classic, black metal. That's actually one of my genres right there. I love black metal. I'll play some death metal, power metal, get the screaming going on, stuff like that. Sing about dragons. I don't care. It's all about it. But anyways, as we, are talking about DJs, oddly enough, here's the next question. What well-known businesswoman and DJ starred in a 2005 remake of House of Wax? What an easy question there. All right, that last song was 213. The song was called Nightmare. I'm sure you can tell what movie that came from. It's not a question. But the answer for what was the well-known businesswoman and DJ starred in the 2005 remake of House of Wax, yes, that's correct. It was Paris Hilton. And Chris Probert, you got the first answer. So 1 point for you, folks. We're going to do one more question, and then we're going to round out the end of the night. Once again, I want to thank you folks for coming out, having fun. I had a lot of fun. We're going to be doing a vampire theme night next week, and we're starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Spooky Time. That's right, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's next week, next Friday. And the week after, we're doing a slasher-themed event. So get your costumes ready for both, because we are going to do a Zoom. And next week, be there prompt, because not only are you going to be counting points, but you are going to be able to win prizes. So I'm going to have some prizes available for next week to give out, and the week after. So 6 p.m. next week on Friday. That's PST, Pacific Spooky Time. I'm going to give you guys one last question, and then we're going to tally up and see who got what. Who is the winner in this? The question is, what movie title says, "Man is the warmest place to hide"? That is the question. Once again, the movie title says, "Man is the warmest place to hide." Give me the answer to that question. Oh, yes, here we go. This is the answer to that question. What is the warmest place to hide? Or man is the warmest place to hide, excuse me. The answer is The Thing. Zandalee, once again, you get that answer correctly. So we're going to go ahead and tally that up really quick, folks. All right, so I'm counting down the questions, and interesting enough, the winner is Zandalee with 4 points. And Big Fortuna and Jess, you trail behind by 1 point apiece. You both got like 3, and then other people have 1 point apiece. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so Zandalee, you actually win with 4 points. The answer, once again, is The Thing. Man is the warmest place to hide. And there were actually several dogs, but you know, it jumped to humans. Maybe because humans knew more, or maybe they were tastier. That's once again, it comes back to the whole remake thing, where I'm not really into remakes that much because generally they're not that great. But once in a while, there is a remake that really kicks butt and is actually even better than the original. And I've seen both. But John Carpenter's The Thing is absolutely freaking fantastic. I know all you folks have seen it, but if you haven't, definitely see that movie. Just go into it without any knowledge. Watch that film, because it's intense. Also, it stars Chris Probert's and my favorite actor, Kurt Russell, because he's also in Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from L.A. You know, you can't beat that. Those 3 movies right there, that triumvirate. He's my man right there. I love him. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. Once again, this is Near Dark. I'm DJ Tenebrae. Next week, we're doing a vampire themed. We start at 6 p.m. Pacific Spooky Time. Get dressed up and do your thing, because we're going to be doing a Zoom. We're also going to be doing a contest. So get there prompt. 6 p.m. We're going to put your name on the list. So when you get points, you'll actually be, you know, vying against other people for stuff. I'm going to put out some certain things, like I have the Beyond patch I'm putting up. I have a Hellraiser patch that's going up. A 13 patch, Skull 13. I got some other stuff too, but they'll be going up on next week's contest. Trivia question. So next week we're actually going to try to win prizes. So you folks, you know, get ready. Start watching some horror films, specifically vampire films, because we're doing a vampire theme night. It's going to be freaking awesome. Marky, Zandali won this week with 4 points. But yes, you folks start watching your vampire films. Get ready. And, also get dressed, cosplay, because we're also going to have a Zoom coming up. That way you guys can actually see each other's costumes. It'll be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a badass. And as a matter of fact, the week after, we're going to do another one. It is slasher themed. So next week is vampire themed. The week after is slasher themed. So give you folks some time to get dressed, get your whatever costume, whatever you think a slasher is, from a giallo to a thriller to a supernatural. And if you don't cosplay, you don't have to do that either. You can still play trivia, or you can just listen to music and listen to me rant and blah, 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 blah. But as a sign-off song I have for you folks, here it is. And I want to thank you all. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. Fridays are actually always a lot of fun for me. So thank you. And we'll see you guys next week, right? I love you all. It's groovy. I'm actually hoping somebody will dress up as American Psycho, you know, in 2 weeks for Slasher Night. Holy hell, I am like near dark drunk. Kind of day, kind of night. Thank you, all of you folks, for coming out. It means so much to me. I love you all. Thank you. Now, interesting enough is that I actually tried to raid somebody and it's not working because I guess they are gone. What is up with that? Like you try to raid somebody and they bail. What? You try, you know? I'm like, you know what? I'll play a little bit more music and then find someone else to raid. How's that? We'll find somebody else to raid. We're gonna do it. I don't know. Oh, looks like it did.